Okay, so the major scale arpeggios. Okay, so what we've been doing so far with the major scale is just singing the scale as it is. So we'll just use G for this video, but of course you can use any starting point. It's all the same relatively. It's just the starting point is different. That's the only difference between one major scale and the rest. So an arpeggio is, well, assuming we're talking about major and minor arpeggios, which we will be, the scale is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and then by the time you get to the eighth, that's the same note as the first. So that's the octave, right? That's where the notes start to repeat themselves. So with an arpeggio, what you do is you take the first note, the third note, and the fifth note. Essentially, you just start on one of the notes in the scale, and then you skip one and skip one. That's where the chords come from, right? The first, third, and fifth. Now, the difference between major and minor is the third, right? So what's major, minor, big, small about it is the distance between the first and the third. So, for example, if I were to do a G major arpeggio, it would be that gap between those two notes, that's a big third, a major third. So minor would be the first and the fifth are the same either way. It's that third in the middle, that's what decides major or minor. So for minor, that third is lower relative to the first. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll sing through the no, there we go. I'll sing through the G major scale, and then I'll give you the arpeggios off of that, and then we'll do it again, and you can sing along with me. So G major scale. So the arpeggios. So G major. A minor, as opposed to major. A major would be but it's A minor, so B minor, C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished, and then back to G major on the upper octave. Okay, so I want you to try that, and remember again, just like with the scale, we want to avoid that sliding, okay? Just kind of hitting the note right out of the gate. So it may or may not happen the first time, but that's what we're aiming for. And again, your ability to kind of hit notes first time, every time, without needing to readjustment, that's the main point of this exercise. And as well, it's just the ability to navigate a major key, right? Which most of the stuff we sing is in a major key. It's a sort of a framework of notes. There are 12 notes in total, and a major key is a certain selection of 7 of those notes. To be specific about it, the way it works is, let's say if we're doing the C major scale, right? What you do is you start on the note of C, and then from those 12 notes, you go up by a tone. So you skip one, basically, right? You go up by 2 semitones. It's tone, tone, semitone, right? So what that means is you start off on the first note, go up a tone, 2 semitones to the second note, up another tone for the third, there's your major third, but then only a semitone to the fourth. So, the third and fourth note, they're only a semitone apart, so that's a smaller jump. So from the fourth, then you go up by a tone, and then another tone, and then another tone, and then up so that brings you to the seventh, and then the eighth is just a semitone above that. So tone, tone, semitone. Start off on your first note, and from that you go up by tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, so try that in the key of G, and then see if you can just take any random note as your starting point, your tonic as we call it, and go up from there. Sing the scale. Let's just take a random one, whatever that might be. minor in the next one, and so on and so forth. And see if you can just do that in any key. Major improvement in your ability to navigate pitch if you can manage that. Okay, I'll see you next time.